over the course of the pandemic, you've been making appearances left and right. I know even after this, you're doing something with the Milken Institute. You're on Sirius XM radio. You're on Hannity the other night. I mean, we're seeing you as much as anybody during this whole time. But I think what it gets to is you are being creative even when there's a slowdown in the whole work process. And I think my question to you is, what advice do you give people who are out of work right now? And using you as an example, you're working every day, even though your businesses may be idled. And I think people can learn from that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my circumstances are different, but and I thought about it all the time. If I was 24, 25, living in the hill in the village again with 5 roommates, how would I be dealing with this? And what would I tell myself? And the first thing I tell anybody right now, because of the CARES program, apply for unemployment insurance. There's a $600 per week bonus that runs until not July 31st now, it's July 25th. So get in there and do it. You have a couple days if you have a small business to apply for the PPP program. So get there and do that, even if you're an independent contractor. So that's first, because that takes some of the stress off if you qualify. After that, if I'm a recent college graduate, planning to go back to work as soon as I can, the first question every interviewer is going to ask you is, what did you learn during the pandemic of 2020? What skills did you add during the pandemic of 2020? And so unless you're trying to be a career gamer or esport athlete, you got to get off the games and really focus on taking classes or doing something to increase your skill set. And then part 2 to that, there's a group that I work with called Shift Smart, ShiftSmart.com. And, they help people get hourly shifts if you just need to pick up some hours. I donated money to them and they, those hours are used for nonprofits that need support and need help. And then the other thing, and probably the most important thing, don't stop applying for jobs. Even though the unemployment is so high and it's really rough, Dallas is still a vibrant, creative entrepreneurial city. There are people out there coming up with new ideas, new businesses, new opportunities. So keep applying, but also keep on adding to your skill set no matter what it is. I don't care if you're a welder, you want to learn how to program, you want to learn about artificial intelligence, whatever it is, you want to learn about Shakespeare, whatever it is, wherever you want to work, use this time to become great at it, because that's where the opportunities start to open up. If you just sit back and wonder what's next, then it becomes all the more challenging.
How do you tell people to block out the noise, Mark, when all we're hearing is, man, it's not going to get back to normal, or whatever the new normal is, for 2 years, and we could still be dealing with this 24 months. How do you tell people who are on hard times to block out that noise?
You just got to grind. You just got to grind, and you just got to go. And there's going to be days where you're messed up. Like I said, going back, when I graduated from college way back when, was the last time the unemployment rate was over 10%. And when I graduated, there were no jobs. That's one of the reasons I came to Dallas, because the economy was much better. And so if you need that job now, you may have to be mobile. You may have to go out of your comfort zone and just get a job until you get that job you really want. And particularly if you're younger, and look, younger being in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s, 60s at this point, getting a job gives you a platform to really not only pay some of your bills or all your bills, but learn something and maybe find that you're really good at a new industry. Like I said, I got a job in computers because I couldn't get a job anywhere else, and it turned out pretty well.